Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd make a video about some brands that I'm pretty loyal to. I have two for you today that I'm going to share about and give some background to it, I guess. So let's just jump in. The first brand I'm pretty loyal to is Bare Minerals, and I know that Bare Minerals tends to be a brand that bores some people, but I feel like they're a brand that's really consistent, and that's why I'm pretty loyal to them. They're also the first high-end brand that I really got into, and the first brand of makeup that I ever wore that didn't do atrocious things to my skin. So way back in the day, I always say in a previous life, I worked for this company that had me traveling a lot, and my boss at the time and I went into an Ulta store, and really it was the first time I had ever been in an Ulta because I didn't wear makeup. And if any of you know my history and have watched my videos since the beginning, you know that I really didn't wear makeup until about 9 months ago. But with that being said, she took me into an Ulta because she had to get some stuff and had me get a makeover. And the makeup counter that there happened to be somebody working at was a Bare Minerals counter. And so we went in there, and that's what happened. So it's a brand I'm loyal to, I think, because it was my very first high-end brand, number one. And number two, it was the very first brand I had ever used that didn't do the things that I had seen makeup do to my face. And with that being said, I have a whole lot of products from Bare Minerals that I'm just going to share a sampling of for you guys. So when I first started with Bare Minerals, I started with their starter kit. And with their starter kit, you can get a foundation. I think you get it's been so long ago, but you get a foundation, you get a bronzer, and you get a brush, and you get a primer. So it's all powder. The powder foundation was the first thing I used, and that's actually not it. The powder foundation is the first thing that I actually used, and I love their powder foundations. They come in this cool little thing that has a little keeper in there, which I have found that a lot of these kind of sifter guys don't really have. They either have a puff or they don't have anything at all to keep the makeup in the makeup container. This one has this little guy, and you open it up and you pour some into the lid, and then you take your Flawless Face brush and whisk it around in there, and then put it on your face. And it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. As I got older and my face got more textured, I found that it was not amazing for my face anymore. Like, I still use it sometimes, but I use it more in the winter when my face is I guess fall and springtime, when my face is a little less dry. During the summer it's really dry because it's super hot, and during the winter it's super dry because it's super dry. There's not enough moisture. I mean, there's a lot of snow and moisture in the air, but there's not enough moisture for my skin. My skin is really dry, and I don't know if I'm not using it anymore because the texture on my face became what it was because I didn't have a proper skincare routine at that time, and my face was dry and it settled into the pockets of dryness, and it just wasn't amazing. It showed my texture. I would have to try it again now that I do have a skincare routine, to find out if indeed it doesn't work for me anymore. But I did start using some of their other foundation products, and two of the ones that I've tried is this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation, and this is in the color Bare Satin. And it's really cool because it comes in this container that you shake up, and then it's got this weird top on it that you just drop 3 drops onto a buffing brush and then buff it into your face, and it is amazing. It's pretty weightless. You don't feel it at all. It's not full coverage, which is okay for me because I'm not a full coverage girl. It is really smooth on the skin. It feels silky. It's just, it's really weightless, and I love it. The thing that I've been using most recently is this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. It's a tinted hydrating gel cream with SPF 30, and I'm in the color Bamboo, and it is also pretty amazing. It's just, it comes out in this like gel formula, and you just blend it into your skin and your face, and it also is really lightweight. And this Bamboo is a pretty good match for me, which is funny because it's like number 5.5, and I'm usually like 3 point something on the scale of fairness. So I was really worried about it, but it works really well. Another product that they have is this tinted mineral veil, and they also have translucent. I do have the tinted. I don't tend to use it in the winter because I am pretty pale, but in the summer I use the tinted one because it does have a little bit of color to it. And basically it's just a finishing powder. It just goes over the top of everything and makes it just blend in so perfectly. I also have this Faux Tan, which is their version of a bronzer, and it again comes in this little thing with a sifter. They do have several different brushes that you can buy to help put on these products. I have quite a few of them. I am not sure where they're at right now though. Some other things I have from them are this Skin River Upper, which is basically, it's a multivitamin complex, and it's got glycolic acid, salicylic acid, botanical extracts. It's designed to re-energize your complexion. So it goes really well with the complexion rescue stuff. We have Prime Time. I do have the oil control one, which is weird that I bought this because I am not oily at all. I'm actually pretty dry, and I don't wear that primer very much. I actually prefer the Laura Geller Spackle Primer. This is my go-to everyday eye primer. It is Bare Minerals Well Rested CC Eye Primer, and it is an amazing product. And I kind of go back and forth with this guy. Sometimes it's drying, sometimes it's not, but this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer is pretty amazing. I find that in my driest moments it doesn't work so well for me, but it is something that I love. I repurchase. I've probably repurchased it 6 times in the, which isn't very much in the grand scheme of things, but keep in mind, I didn't start wearing makeup full time until about 9 months ago. So with that being said, I have repurchased it about 6 times. You guys have seen me use this. This is a retractable brush that I got from them that also holds the mineral veil in it. So that was a pretty cool thing, and I got that, I think it was a holiday special of some sort. The other thing that I have from them is some of their loose eyeshadows. I don't have any of their eyeshadow palettes, but I do have some of their loose eyeshadows, and they just come in these little guys here. I do have a lot of them, but some of my favorite ones are like this one, which is Aztec Gold, and I don't even know if you can purchase this anymore, but look at that gold. That is amazing. I haven't looked at their loose eyeshadows in quite some time, so I'm not even sure if they still offer these colors, which is sad, but I do have like 8 of them. This one is called Soft Focus Explore, and it's just a really dusty brown color. I find that the pigments on these are freaking phenomenal. And this one actually came with a smoky eye set, and that's another reason why I really love Bare Minerals, is they taught me how to do a smoky eye. They sold this set, and it was a purple smoky eye, and they sold this set that came with like the smoky eye brush, and it even had, I think I have the brush. Yes. So it's the smoky eye brush, and it's meant to help you with the smoky eye, but also especially the smoky V. So can you guys see that? I thought that was pretty cool when I bought it. I don't use it anymore. I do know how to do a smoky eye without the brush, but only because they taught me. They taught me how to do it. This is the other color that I was talking about. It is a really pretty glittery, shimmery purple. I shouldn't say glittery because there's no chunkiness to it. It's just basically a shimmery purple, and it is called 1990s. So that is one brand that I am pretty loyal to. The other brand that I am loyal to is Tarte. So I know a lot of people go back and forth with Tarte because they feel like, you know, they're inconsistent or, you know, those kind of things. But my thing is their basic stuff, their Amazonian clay stuff is amazing. Their limited edition palettes or holiday palettes maybe aren't. I don't know. I haven't really gotten into the holiday palette scene yet. I'm terrified for my checkbook. I'm dating myself right now. Nobody uses checks anymore. Except me, apparently. I'm terrified for my financial future over the holidays and all the holiday collections I see coming out. But Tarte is a brand I'm pretty loyal to. They are cruelty free, and I might be wrong, but so is Bare Minerals. I know that their parent company is not, but I know that they are. Tarte is cruelty free. I love that when you shop them on the website, they're always sending you free items. The last time I shopped them, I received a lot of free items from them, like 4 free items for like a $60 purchase, and maybe it was a deal or something going on, I can't remember. But I do own quite a bit from Tarte. Let's start with this. This is actually one of the free items that they sent me with purchase, and this is a pretty decent sample size mascara. It isn't honestly one of my favorite mascaras. It is a good mascara, not gonna lie. I love the packaging of it. It's like this, it looks like it's in this leather container, but it's not. It's definitely plastic, but it's a very cute container. One of the products that I have a very trying relationship with, so definitely a love-hate relationship with, and I think it's more I want to love it, but I don't love it, and maybe I'm just putting it on wrong, I don't know, but it's their Tarte Shape Tape. This is the first one I've owned. I probably wouldn't repurchase this, but I am interested in purchasing some of their other concealers that they have offered, especially I think they have an Amazonian Clay stick concealer that I'm interested in. I do have some skincare from them. I love their Rainforest of the Sea line. I have this, which is the Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. I wouldn't say it's 100% my only cleanser. I do use it in addition to another cleanser and then go in with a makeup eraser, but I would do that with any cleanser, I feel like. And then I've got this Marine Boosting Mist as well. It is awesome. It's just, you put it on in between washing your face and your moisturizer, and it's got a nice refreshing feeling to it. It gives your face this like lift of, I don't know, I feel like my pores are singing when I put that on. It's definitely got kind of like an orange scent to it. Yeah, it's very citrusy, but it's amazing. The cleanser actually is pretty citrusy as well. Another thing I have that I got as a sample in a purchase is this 12-hour Amazonian Clay blush, and you guys have seen me use it in my sample series, or my full face of samples, not sample series. And it is in Feisty, and it is a pretty decent color. Let me swatch that. You could probably see it better. It's a pretty decent color on the face. It goes on really, I'm wearing it today, actually. It goes on really well. And at first I was afraid of it because it's kind of dark, but it's a very pretty color. I posted a top 5 palettes, so you guys have seen this palette. It's one of my favorite palettes. It is the Tarte Pro palette. It does have 20 shades in it and a giant mirror. It is one of my favorite palettes. I would hate to know what my makeup game would be without this palette. Another palette I have from them that I purchased is the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette, and this palette is hardly used. In fact, it doesn't even look used at all, but I promise you I have used it. I do love this palette. This is one of my favorite. This, see, this shade right here is one of my favorite shades. And then this highlighter down here is actually one of my favorites, and it's it's called Gator Wings, which is kind of funny to me. I love Bunny, by the way. She's amazing. I'll link her channel down there because she's amazing. This is my favorite liquid eyeliner. I will probably repurchase this 800 times in my, well, maybe not 800. I am old AF starting this whole adventure, so maybe not 800, but I will repurchase this over and over and over again. I don't care what the cost of this liquid eyeliner versus another black liquid eyeliner is. I think it's an amazing eyeliner. Another item I have that when it first came out, I was like, I have to get it, even though there was a lot of different reviews on YouTube about it, is the Make Believe in Yourself palette. I'm not super fond of this highlighter shade here, but all of these shades are beautiful. And I know that there was a lot of flack about it because there is only one matte shade in this palette, and it's this guy. You cannot complete a look with this palette, or at least that was the words going around, but I will tell you, I have done a full-fledged eye look with this palette, and only this palette. So these colors blend really well, and you feel like a unicorn with them on your face. Granted, at this point in time, I'm over the whole unicorn thing, but when this palette first came out, it was, you know, fairly new in this whole unicorn theme of things, and I wanted this palette. And I actually got it on sale. It was only $32, I think, when I purchased it. One that was just actually sent to me in my BoxyCharm is this Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. And this palette is beautiful. I love the colors in this palette. I love that there's a little bit of every like neutral color range in here. There's not a black, but I'm not of the belief that you need a black in a palette. As long as you have like a good brow bone highlight, a good transition color, some really pretty pops of color, I believe that you can complete a full eye look, and this palette does all that for you. It is a beautiful palette on the inside as well as on the outside. I mean, that is so pretty. It's so pretty. Those are a couple of the brands that I am pretty loyal to. I do have a couple other brands that I'm getting more and more loyal to, but we'll do that video a different day. Thanks so much for coming and viewing my video, and thanks for clicking on this no-name person that you've never heard of before and watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video and you'd like to see more of it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more of me. I certainly would love to see more of you. Until tomorrow, love ya. Bye.